got the flavors that make you dance. Spicy tales from France to Japan. Every bite a wild romance. Join us now in our bright little den. Bruh, in the kitchen where stories are told.
Podcast, BRUH, podcast.com, episode 12. We're here. It is now. Get ready. We are weekly. We are live. We are weekly. You said we wanted more. We're giving you more. As always, Tony B is here. Tony B, give it to me. How are you feeling, my man? Just coming off of a live show, our first live show. We embraced. We held each other for a while. We drank. We laughed. We cried. Give me your feelings on the live show. First of all, give me how you're doing first before we get into the live show. How you feeling tonight?
All of it, man. I'm good, man. We need to do this more often. We don't see each other live often enough, so like we need to do these more often, and then more of those, because that was so fun doing it. Sitting next to you doing it, it was just that
the vibe was there.
I mean, if we get these vibes over this internet. In person, it's just like another. Come on, we're brothers, man.
Oh, brother! I mean, you said like it's nice to do virtual, and it's like we're in the comfort of our own home. We don't have to. You don't have to drive all the way up to Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Like we're throwing tents up, we're setting up, but. I mean, the vibe in person is I don't think anybody's going to dispute that. The vibe in person is just, and we'll have that's being put together now, which we'll recap here. And then we also have, and speaking of live, we have some news on live. So let's go first into, there's news popping everywhere here, Tone. There's news popping everywhere. Like I said, number one, health willing, as long as we're healthy enough and we're able to, we are going to come to you live weekly. We're broadcasting live on YouTube. Our goal is 5 this week. We had, I think 3 was our I think 3 was our hit last time. We're going for 5. So we're looking for 5 streamers. Live watch. So if you're on YouTube, you have a question, I'm watching the chat. Jump in, ask us a question, and we'll answer it for you. Weekly here, we're going to try to make it on Wednesday night, 9 p.m. every Wednesday. Come and hang out with the bros. And then we'll be able to publish the episode. We're going to try to have it up to you by Friday if you didn't catch it. So Wednesday night live, Friday publish. You're covered all week. As far as I'm concerned. Let's get into, here's the big news. Tone, we have a sponsor, okay? So last time we were here, we wanted to focus more on Michigan, right? We're from Michigan. Well, I'm not from Michigan, but we both live in Michigan. Specifically West Michigan. So we have a sponsor out of West Michigan. We have a sponsor out of Kalamazoo. Tonight. Now, this isn't a food sponsor, but we had these lovely gentlemen call us up and say, hey, they want to sponsor the hair. Okay? So we have, this is real, Samson's, and I'm going to put the graphic up. Samson's Hair Care out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Adam and Jake, they're sponsoring us tonight, and I'm going to give you what we have tonight. The Dead Sea Clay. This is the Dead Sea Clay. Dead Sea Clay. All right. This is our sponsor tonight. They're sponsoring the hair. We in case you didn't know this, we will sponsor any part of our body. Our bodies are up. Consider us billboards, okay? All right? We're trying to bring the Rob Father back in. So if you want to sponsor something, Samson can't sponsor the hair. Samson's sponsoring the hair. Right now what we have is a little clay. This is a matte finish Stronghold clay pomade. All right? You want to go to Samson make sure we get the URL correct here.
Hey,
Make
while
sure
you're
we
looking
go-
for that URL, are you using
Go
it
for
right
it.
now?
I am. Yes. That's
What
what I
do
was
you
going to
have?
say.
The matte finish?
This is the clay pomade. Just a
Yo,
little bit of water, a little bit of clay pomade in there.
it looks really good, dude.
Thanks. Yeah. No, so it's got a good hold to it. It's not. It has a little shine, and I'd like a little less shine, but that's not the Samson's. That's the lighting here.
Oh no, man.
But it is a matte finish.
Looks on point.
You want to go to samsonhaircare.com. All right. You could buy it directly off the site, but that's our first sponsor, Tone.
Hey,
And I think there's a barbershop in Kalamazoo. I think there's
I need
a
that.
barbershop that they have. So maybe we'll get you a little. We get a little Sam.
We need a little
send you a little.
Samson. I
want
want
a
to
little
talk
Samson?
to Samson.
We'll get you a little.
Look
You
at
look
that.
like you need a little Dead Sea
I need a
clay.
little Yo,
You
is
know?
that for the hair too, or is that face? What are we doing? I like
These
to
are both
put
hair
clay on my
products.
face.
We'll
Is
have
the
to talk
clay
to.
a texture thing?
Okay, let's get in here. Let's get in here since this is our sponsor. That's like
Yeah.
I think it is a texturizer. Good nose on that. But so Samson's Hair Care, Kalamazoo, Michigan. That's our first sponsor.
Hey, I
So-
love that. How did you apply? You said you wet it. What's going on? We need you got wet first?
Wait, so you a little water. Always got to wet it. Remember that. You always got to wet it first. A little wet, and then you get a little. You work that pomade up in your hair. You get it nice and warm. You want to break it down is what you want to do. So you get a good breakdown, and then you don't want to go too heavy up front. Okay, you go too heavy up front, you crash and burn. So you want to distribute that in the back a little bit, maybe a crunch. Hot, not a. You want to get a comb in there, not a hot comb. You want a comb. I don't use a hot comb. You comb it in, comb, get it looking like Draper, and then before you know it, poof, pops. And then Samson Hair Care. That's our
Straight up,
sponsor
it
for
looks
this episode.
looks really good, dude. I think
Thank
like
you. What we'll do is next time we
your hair
see
always
you, I'll
looks
drop.
great, but this is something.
I guarantee you,
It
you
looks
stop
good.
on down and see Adam and Jake.
Yeah.
They're going to take care of you. And if you're listening to this, go down and see Adam and Jake. They're our first sponsors. So, and they were supposed to come on, but we're going to get them on in a future episode. So a little technical difficulties there. But shout out to Adam and Jake, Samson's Hair Care. That's our sponsor.
Yeah.
Now, so we caught up. Let's see. Now, let's catch up. So we had a live show that we talked about. We want to thank Matt at the Crush Grape, everybody at the Crush Grape.
Dude.
What a time to talk about a little bit. I mean, give us a little bit of the, just the atmosphere, the day, who we met. Just give us a little bit because it was our first live event. It was nerves were high because, we're there, we're live, we have the tent, we have the table, we have everything going on. Could give us a little bit of a little rundown of the. How'd you feel about the event?
You were high?
What's that?
You were high?
Hi.
Did you say
No,
that you were high?
no. I was. I mean, after there were a few vendors there, and I had a few. So high in the
I
sense
thought you
of
came. I was like,
No,
bro, what's up? You didn't give me the heads up.
no. Did not.
Okay, all right, yeah, either, yeah, nah, dude, that atmosphere was awesome. Like it was. I think I'll get this wrong, but I feel like it was like his 4th or 5th Crush Grape. Did you catch that? How many annual?
I forget. I think you're in the ballpark, but I'm not really.
Yeah, it was right around there. And dude, they were so fantastic. I mean, we already know, like Matt, like he's the dude, so welcoming. And
He's
like,
a dog, Matt. Yeah, I mean, welcoming.
yeah.
Whatever you need.
And he was the
emceeing
maestro of the whole of that. He was the MC of the event for sure.
Yeah, he dropped
you
in.
welcomed
He
us in.
sat in on the for a little panel discussion. Now, it was a beautiful day, and we'll have to get back there next year.
Yeah, that's an annual bra thing for sure.
This gets into some bigger news. So, the Crush Grape. I know the news just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Can we talk about some of the people we met?
Let's go down through it. Let's see. So we
I
had.
know we got some stuff to get to, but
No, we can. We should give them a shout out because you'll hear them on the episode coming up. But Go ahead, give me who you want to talk about here, because there was a few.
I have to. There were so many people, but I got this when I was there. So
Okay, I know where
our
you're going.
guy,
Okay.
our guy. What's his last name? It's Daryl, but what's Daryl's last name? It's okay. I'll come back to it. Daryl.
I'll get it. Just to call him Daryl, I'll get it. Yeah.
We'll get Daryl. So Stock the Bar Vodka. So this guy, I don't want to say too much because he's going to be a guest. We're going to bring, right? We got to get Daryl. Daryl was such a great dude. Like, you could just tell this is the realest dude. And he's got this vodka brand. His story is fantastic. I don't want to get into his story. This is a fresh crack. I have to try his, Michael was like, hey, yes.
Let me give
I haven't even tried it yet.
So his name's Daryl Reese. Reese is his last name. I'm gonna pull up I'll pull up some videos so then you can
real one.
Yeah, so this is Daryl. He's the owner. It's a vodka that's produced here out of Grand Rapids. He sat down with us, and it was kind enough to we said, hey, do you want to come and sit in and talk to us? And then he was able, because he was working his section over there. So, and also then Tony goes in, he says, I got to get a bottle of the Stock the Bar. And that's, just to get it clear, that's Stock the Bar, STOCKDABAR.com, Daryl Reese. God, if you're in the area, let me see. I think
there we go.
There's a map on where you can find it. So we found it at the Crushed Grape. But go ahead, give me a live taste of Stock the Bar. Is that what your is that the Libation? Because we're getting a Libation Station. Is that what your Libation?
I got a couple things that are
okay.
I'll get them poured up real quick. So Daryl, he told us a story. We'll learn more about it. But I told him, I was like, I don't just sit here and drink vodka. Like, I'm not like I love spirits and I love cocktails and I love wine and all the things. But like, my go-to is not just sipping vodka. Michael asked him, he's like, how do you like, what do you mix it with a little soda, whatever? He's like, I drink it neat. And I was like, perfect. Cause like, that's how I like to drink my whiskey generally and tequila. So, and this is a red winter wheat vodka. That was the other thing. As soon as he said that, I was like, oh dude, I'm in. Cause the little wheat vodkas that I've had, I'm like, okay, there's a little bit different character than like a potato vodka. Not, whatever. It's vodka. It's not, there's not a ton of character compared to certain other spirits, but man, it smells clean and there's a little citrus.
God, give us you're neat there, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
Just neat. Straight at the bottom, it's fresh crack. Yo, straight up. So you want vodka, be neutral. But to me, that's why I don't go to it. It's just so neutral. It's like, there's not much to it. This has character and it's like, this is not flavored at all. This is just but it's got a little sweetness to it and definitely citrus. Just light. It's really, really nice. Genuinely saying this from the heart. This is legit.
There it is.
So anyway, he doesn't need my promotion. He's already winning, but Daryl was the man. And I was like, I got to get some of the Stock the Bar from the Crushed Grape.
I think Daryl was even willing to come on.
We got
Daryl was one of those guys when I met him. He was one of those guys. He had some stories. You had to peel back the onion a little bit there, but he had some stories that we have to get you back up here to Grand Rapids. Maybe we'll do Stock the Bar in person with Daryl, like at his, because I think he has a shop. I think he has a barber shop, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So,
dude, his story was so great.
Yeah. Read up on if you're interested, if you're in, I don't know distribution in terms of if you're in other states. Listen to this. I know we're in different countries and I know that we're all around the world. So if you are in the West Michigan area, stockthebar.com, and then there's a map there to figure out where you can get it. If you're in Grand Rapids, definitely get it at the Crushed Grape.
Legit.
So Tony, you're giving it the 5-star lock of the week there, huh?
Yeah, Yo, legit, like, and I don't drink, but I would sip that. It's really good. I'm not like one for like, I want to shoot, like chug shots and whatnot.
Yeah, no.
Like,
you.
This is straight up enjoyable, and it's vodka. Like, I never go to vodka. That'd make a nice vodka martini if I were making a cocktail. I'd keep it clean. Like, I wouldn't want to like, put too much in there because it's just nice. And I drink a gin martini usually, but I'd make a vodka martini with that. It's really good.
Let
What
me
are you
share a little.
drinking?
Hold on one second. Let me share a little something with you here before we move on from Daryl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
This probably isn't
Rose.
going to be 30 minutes, dude. I'm sorry.
We'll get there. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. We're pacing pretty good here. Let me see.
Okay.
Share.
All right.
So I want you to. Can you see this? I want you to give. Here's the only thing, Daryl. If you're watching this, as a I run a web design marketing company. I love this. Can you see what we have going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're showing different. Here's the only thing though is the first two when it loops around here. All right. So we're at the barbecue. That's good. I'm liking this. Let's see where the first one is. Oh, here we go.
Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah.
she's not like. I thought she had the bottle in her mouth in the car. I was like,
No,
yo,
they're rolling up.
I love that.
They're rolling up. Stock the
Wait,
bar.
he wasn't there. This guy wasn't there at the thing, right?
I didn't see him. No, he wasn't there.
Remember how we got to meet?
They've got their own theme song here.
Aaron with the E. I don't hear the sound. It sucks, man.
I got it.
Why don't I not hear that?
We'll put this in the show notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to
that's
Daryl.
dope.
Daryl
Yo.
Reese, Stock the Bar. Thanks for stopping by.
Legit.
Now, this gets into bigger news. Okay. If you're on our socials, if you're following along, you already know this news. But somehow, some way, let me share this right now. We booked another live event. So we did one live event. We said, that's probably, we need to back it up. We have a lot of things to work on, this and that. But then this opportunity came up to us. It was something that we couldn't pass up. Your boys, the Bruz, November 21st to 22nd, we're going to be at the Grand Rapids Wine, Beer, and Food Festival. That's International Wine, Beer, and Food Festival. Confirmed. They're going to let us in the building. I don't know why. They're going to let us in the building.
They asked for a Joe Rogan segment. So they
want. You get ready.
That's what the people want.
All the greatest hits are coming out. All the greatest hits are coming out at this one. So if you are in the Grand Rapids area, again, if you're in, anywhere in Michigan, anywhere in the surrounding area, hell, if you're across the state, if you're coast to coast, fly on out to the DeVos Place Convention Center here in Grand Rapids. Stop by and see the Bruz. Now, here's what we do. We do a little Q&A, and we did this and it went over very well. Don't you think, Tom, the Q&A that we did? We put a little microphone out there.
Dude.
Ask the Bruz a question. Ask us anything you want to ask us, mostly about food and beverages and wine and libations and cocktails, whatever you want to ask us. And we had a very good response. I mean, shout out to the Cheetah Girls.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah Girls were their whole crew of family, friends, whatever. Like the Cheetah Girls and the extended family, great. Like awesome questions, just cool people, like having fun. They just had
Having
fun.
a good time.
You could just the people there that guest wise, like that come to the Crushed Grape, like they were like their. It seemed to be like a lot of them were the people who go there anyway to the Crushed Grape and get spirits and whatnot, wine tastings. And the Cheetah Girls and like our first question, Rebecca, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And then just the guests we had on, like that were, whether they were, a vendor or, just a consumer. Great, dude. But the Cheetah Girls were fantastic. I think they threatened that they were going to have the next. I think they wanted their own podcast. They're going to come through the Bruh as like a spinoff of the Bruh Foodcast. Jayla and Michaela and
Taylor.
Yeah. Yes.
So, yeah.
Taylor, yes. They were so cool, man.
Yeah, so no, we had at the we're gonna have the same setup. A little bit more. We're gonna have it tightened up a little bit. I was thinking maybe mic stand. We've got a couple adjustments to make. A couple people were coming at the table. So we're gonna adjust our setup here a little bit so people can't come. Like we want people to come up, but you don't. We're you see that we're podcasting. You don't just walk. Oh, whoa, what are you guys doing here? Yeah, well, we have microphones and headphones on, and we're talking to each other. So,
once
maybe
you become really popular, it's like hard to keep them away from the table.
We're gonna get security.
Yeah,
like Drewski. We'll have security like
yeah. Dude, I can't wait for this. I love that it's international. I guess like Kalamazoo has an international airport, but it's just because it can go to Canada sometimes. It's not that big. How big is the international wine, beer, and food
Let me tell you
festival?
something. It is. I mean, convention size.
Big.
It is, and I was worried about like putting our little dog and pony microphone out in front, say, hey, can we put our sign up? And I mean, what I saw, there are chefs there, like they've got the burners going, like they are. You go through, there is food. It is
Can I
like
bring my burner? Oh no, I can't. We didn't sign up for that.
I didn't. I don't know. I mean, we could always ask.
I'll bring my burner just in case they want me to,
I'll ask them to see. Maybe that'd be something. Maybe we can demo something up there. We didn't get any liquor approval, so I mean, I don't know if we could do like a mix, but we could always solo cut that, right?
I don't know. Don't get us in trouble. I think what I do appreciate about like what we just did at the Crushed Grape, I had so much fun meeting people who everyone there was in the just happy, like like everyone was in there for the same like reason of like, hey, this is cool. I enjoy this scene, and I have a feeling this is going to be similar. Like it's just fun to talk to these people who want to talk food and spirits, and that's what's up. That's what we do.
Yeah. So, and then we also, this is something I'm working on. We might have a local producer here. Someone has showed interest. We didn't talk about this. I didn't bring this up to you, but we have somebody showing interest in like helping us out. So I think this is a good opportunity. We have a runner going around to the different booths so they can say, hey, do you want to be on the podcast? You want to be on the podcast? People are going to be bringing food by. People are going to be bringing drinks by. Like, so I think we're good. Like, I honestly think that it is going to be, I mean, everybody there, you think about it, you walk in there, I think it's like $100 bucks, but then it is free tastings throughout. So from what I understand, so the energy is going to be up. It's going to be up.
That's going to be.
It's going to be a great time. 2 days. We're going to be meet and greeting.
Gosh.
We're going to be talking. If you want to come to the booth, talk to us, and then we will be broadcasting live. So if you come up, ask us a question. So we're going to have guests on 2 days of just. I mean,
is it kid friendly? Is it family friendly?
No, but I don't think so. I don't know. I
know the first two things are wine, beer, and food. I think the kids are and food.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that they. And I don't know. I'm going to look it up, but I'm gonna guess that. Number one, it's a pretty steep ticket, so it's like if I would go and bring the two kids, we're probably looking at a 5 spot just to for them a thing of French fries and say, "Hey, Dad, I'm ready to leave."
I don't like it. I don't like it.
No, so we'll.
It's like eat the pork belly. It's so good.
Yeah, like and then I'm sure, we may need security because if you get guys you get the lads and they've been down in pints all day, and then they come and ask us a question. I'm sure we're gonna get. I mean, we're gonna have to just.
It's gonna be those little, they're gonna get a little taster of like, oh, this is a little.
Yeah,
that's what they're drinking. But
if there's 100 booths.
Yeah, 100 little ones.
Vodka, stock the bars there. Daryl's rolling there.
Yep.
So, and then, a couple interviews that are coming up provided by, so we are working with just a second. We're working with the group that is, they're the ones that actually invited us in. We're actually doing 2 interviews with maybe more so 2 actually confirmed. I can actually say this. Nate, I'm going to make sure I get his name right. Nate Blurry from Drink GR.
Yeah.
We're scheduling one, and I think next week we'll be doing an interview with him. and talking to him about what he's got going on there. And then there's another one that well, it's not confirmed yet, but we have a few pre-interviews about that. And then we are live, baby. So, so Wine, Beer, Food Festival International, come and see us, come and stop by. If not, we're going to be recording it. We might even do a little live broadcast like we're doing here so that you can catch it on YouTube. But yeah, so I'm pumped about that.
Dude, I can't wait. Based off of coming off of Crushed Grape last week, like pumped for this because that was so fun, dude. Feel like that's
that in person, like we
natural.
Can't just with the nature of location, families, like it's not something like we could love if we could do it every week, but when it's a big one, what we've decided is we're going to do some of these bigger events so we get a lot of traffic. This is about as big as it gets in GR for a food festival. So November, it's going to be nice and chilly. So man, look it up if you're in the area. If not, subscribe because you're going to be on the floor with us. So all right, let's get to Libation Station.
I'll call it Libation Station. We're shining light on darkness, yeah, with our fermentation. We found a relation, so I'll see you here. We'll drink.
So Libation Station. Who wants to go first? Tone, I've been talking a lot, so go ahead. Why don't you go first on Libation Station? I'll tell you what I got going.
All right. So I wanted to. This was a literal fresh crack in the Stock the Bar. Also, like, by the way, on my water bottle that I use every day, I got the Stock the Bar. You can't really see that. That's a Stock the Bar. What you call that? I was gonna call it hydraulic, but what do you call that when it shines like that?
Iridescent, maybe.
Yeah. Do you see that? Dang,
Daryl doesn't pull any punches. I think
on.
we should reach out to Daryl, maybe get us in the next event.
Yeah.
Whatever event they've got going on.
I do have another. So by the way, what I wanted to put on here, we met Kevin from Mammoth Distillery. I don't know if you all know,
shout
but
out to Kevin.
That's Michigan, but they source. Mammoth sources a ton from Alberta, premium like Canada rye whiskey, which is awesome. So like Canadian whiskey's got like a stigma. Stigma, is that the word? Stigma.
We'll use it. We'll use it. That's fine.
It's got like a thing like it's like it's Canadian whiskey. So Canada, they make amazing whiskey. They make awesome rye, but like they have a lot of also like the major producers are producing kind of just like where it's like, oh, it's fine. It's fine whiskey. But Alberta Premium, that's where Mammoth sources a lot of their stuff, and they blend. And dude, Kevin was so cool. Kevin brought over a hazmat. So Michael, that was your first hazmat, right? Remember Kevin from Mammoth?
That was my first.
So hazmat means it's like 140 proof or higher. So that's considered a hazmat. Oh, what? We got a question there. Hold up.
We got a question from my wife. She has a question.
Right. Yo, let's go with the question.
Do you want to do the question real quick, and then we'll get into
the question.
Yeah, let's. Well, you know what? Let's finish Libation Station, and then we'll get to that question.
I'll be quick. I promise. So Mammoth, I'm all out of Mammoth. I had some Mammoth, but that hazmat that he had, it was so good. So
it hit right.
Yeah, it's super high proof.
Shout out to Kevin and his hat. Yeah.
Yo, Kevin, super cool. Like another just like good dude. Like good dude.
Good,
and like they make incredible stuff. They source and blend. That's what they're known for. And amazing stuff. If you see that, Texas Mart, my guy Aman locally here carries some store picks, Mammoth, so good. I didn't have any, but what I did have, we also met Scott from St. Julian and Papa. I'm from Papa, St. Julian Winery, biggest he had some stats, biggest, oldest winery in Michigan, some kind of stats. Scott was just a great dude. Scott's been in the industry for a while. I don't think he's been with St. Julian a long time. I think it was less than a year from what I remember, but he knows this. Scott was super cool. He had brought up, I was excited to meet him because he brought over some wine. He brought over like Blue Heron, which everyone's heard of. And he brought over another, like a red blend that had the cock on it, like the rooster. I forget. It had a clever name. It was cute, but solid. And it was a nice little tasting. But I was like, yo, I know St. Julian Distilling too. I think this is this is not the question. I think they source and they finish it, which is good. I know they're a distillery, but I don't know if they're distilling bourbon long enough to have their own distillate, if that makes sense. You know, because it takes like 4, 5, 6 years, well, at least a couple years to put out a bourbon. But this is, I think it's sourced from MGP, which is Indiana. This bottle is awesome. Again, Texas Mart. You see the little sticker there? So it's a single barrel. And he brought it up at the thing. I was like, St. Julian, your single barrels are awesome of bourbon. So this is my libation station today. This is so when it's a single barrel, we talked about this a little bit. A store sometimes will buy a single barrel, or they'll split a single barrel with another store. When you have a single barrel, it's finished, or it's not finished in anything else. It's just that it's that one barrel. It's not like they're blending it or anything. It's like they put the distillate in there, let it age for however long it ages, and then when they bottle it, they're bottling just that distillate in that amount of bottles. It might be like on the low end, like 100 and some bottles to like 200 or just over 200 bottles. This is like, I think this is like a 6-year. It's a 5-year, 128 proof, a high proof. It's delicious. So it's a bourbon.
128 proof, huh?
But it's, again, dude, you just had that Mammoth that was like 140 some proof. Ridiculous. But like it's, when you're getting it straight from the barrel, all the characters there. Sometimes like you might want that and put it on a rock, you know, like for sure. But you just pour a little bit. It's not like a big heavy pour, but all the characters there. So this is St. Julian Winery, but St. Julian Distillery. And this is their single barrel from Texas Mart.
Shout out to St. Julian.
And
Scott,
it's
he
bomb.
also
Scott
stopped by.
was
He
the
hung in
man,
there too, man.
dude.
Scott
Such
was
a
in the
nice guy.
sun. And I said,
Oh,
Scott, come on
dude,
over to the tent.
That was the best part. So we have our nice tent. We're staring at Scott the entire event from across the way.
He's looking at us like,
dude,
bruh,
sweating it out.
sweating.
No
St.
tent.
Julian. Well, first, let me tell you, St. Julian.
Yeah, you go.
Get Scott a tent. All right, well, we'll post this and we'll tag. Can we get Scott a tent? Did he have a tent or no? Maybe
No tent, no shade.
No. All right, so we're gonna put this. We're gonna tag St. Julius on this.
Come on,
St. Julian, not St. Julius.
Get Scott a tent.
Orange Julius. St. Julian. Let's get Scott a tent. Hashtag get Scott a tent. Right?
Yo,
nice dude.
yo.
Nice dude.
Yo,
We'll have him on.
Super
too.
good. Super. He was sweet. So like it's Saturday, and you and I both are like, hey, wife, we're going to do this event. Like, I know we got to be away from the family. And it sucks to like leave your fam and like leave your spouse to control the situation. Scott was like, I'm just trying to get out of here and get to go see my grandkids. Like it's not like he was grandpa over here, but he was grandpa. I'm sure he had, I think he's mentioned like two grandchildren, both like girls. And he was like, I'm just trying to hang out with them. But like in this industry, he does things like this on the weekends.
Yeah,
sometimes
man.
it takes up his week. Scott was a great dude, but this St. Julian, this single barrel is awesome, dude. And again, I think it's
Salute. Nice.
so when you've got like so it's like a barrel proof. So that just means they don't water it down. It just, once it goes in, what comes out, it's not watered down and balanced. Whereas like, you know, sometimes you get something that's like, this is 100 proof or this is 80 proof. They water it down to that proof. And those are genuinely blended, which is awesome too. Like there's nothing wrong with blending, is awesome, and batching it out. But when you have a single barrel, what's fun is like each single barrel, just like in wine, the certain vintage, that batch, in wine it'd be batch, but it has its own nuances, its own characteristics. So like whenever you get single barrels, it's fun because like you might like one over the other. You might get the same brand over and over again, and each one is a little different. That's what's fun about it. Same with like wine, like tequila. I love when tequila is like single estate. Anyway, I can go on too long. Stop me now. But the St.
No, you're
Julian
saying.
is awesome. On to you, brother. What are you drinking?
Hold on.
We gotta get to that question, but what are you drinking?
I will get to that question. I was answering something else here, but
Sorry.
I was on.
I'll stop. Mute.
Hold on. Yeah.
She already logged off.
All right. She says, all right. No, we can get to that. Let me get to my libation station. So St. Julian, single barrel. Shout out to Scott. Good libation station choice. Now, if you haven't noticed, Tone, the temperature's changing here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, it's coming back down. I think it's time to bring out. Yeah, you got the hoodie on. I think it's time to bring the cardigans back out. Just gently raise it up and say, "Good."
You look so good in a cardigan.
How was your sleep, my friend? Did you sleep well during the summer? So when the fall starts hitting, this is what now I haven't done this as well. This was more of a 20s thing, but I'm just going with the Guinness.
Yo. No, dude,
that should come out really nice. So now, do you know how to pour Guinness? You know the proper way to pour it out of a bottle? Because I don't. Do you? See, these are the kind of questions we're going to get. That's what we have to study up when we go to the internet.
Hold on, I'm wondering if this is a trick question. Like, there's something I don't know. Like,
no, it's a real question.
Guinness.
I know that there's a way you do it, like this, where they say, you got to. So I'm going to pour this out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to let everybody criticize the way that I pour.
Yeah, you just do it. I'm not going to say nothing.
Let's see if it's because there's a thing you do. So I'm going to pour it. And then we'll put this one out there too, and then let everybody say, "Oh, you didn't do it right. Oh, you gotta twist it. You gotta So here, you tell me how you think this pour goes. All right?
You gotta twist it. I mean,
I think that's pretty good.
That looks fantastic, dude.
For out of a bottle, it doesn't have that little. It doesn't. I don't know. I think you're supposed to have less head here, maybe.
No. So like, dude, I think you poured that actually perfect. You want to have that. You know what that does? It dissipates some of the shit that's in there that makes you feel like heavy from beer. And that's good mouthfeel. And it's like when you have a latte. You have a latte coffee and it goes down so nicely, and you've got the different texture. That's the same idea with beer like that. You want that little bit of head.
I've heard that.
Awesome.
That you want to pour more aggressive, because I always thought you want to have less, but I heard that to get the gas out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me give a little cheers.
There's a combo. Cheers, dude. They're like, Joe, that's awesome. I love Guinness. I mean, have you ever been to Ireland?
Fall. I haven't been to Ireland, my friend.
Dude,
no.
People always say like, oh, they get the Guinness there, and I think I've heard. It's the same. I mean, it's the same. It's produced the same. Obviously, things can vary a little bit, but I think the main thing is like we've talked about this. When you're local and you're proud of your own stuff, like you're proud of I'm proud of my pork that I produce in my farm, or proud of my corn, whatever. Italy, they're proud of all their. So damn proud. So in Ireland, I think because they're proud of their Guinness, when tourists are there, they're just keeping their lines really clean at their bar. So when it comes off the draft, it's super clean and just right. And it's the right amount of, the level of head is perfect. I think that's why I don't think it's a different beer. They're still serving Guinness, but I think that's what it is.
I think I've never been. I think I could live in it.
You know? Oh, dude, it looks gorgeous. I've talked to Kier about this. I'm not a cold weather guy, but like that looks beautiful, and I think the vibes are cool.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing,
Crisp.
I'm not a big tourist. Like, I don't like tourist attractions, but that is one I think I would go to. And I'm not like a crazy Guinness fan, but if I'm over there, I think I would try, because I'd have to try what the proper pint tastes like. I'd have to know what's considered the proper pint, and I think if you go there, that's as close as it gets.
I think so, dude. You're on point. Nice call.
So that's libation. That's a libation station. Now, so we're going to get to, we have a couple segments here. We're at 40, so we're going to try to push through. I might cut a question here. So
what's that? You had a listener question.
I don't know if I loaded the listener question, Tom. We might have to push the listener question.
No. The one that popped up. You brought it up during the Libation
Okay,
Station.
I got you. I thought you were talking about the call-in.
No, my bad. My bad.
No, so
the
that's
live one. Who went to bed?
We'll get to that one, so hang on there.
Okay.
Nat Vissy, whoever that is, hang in there. Don't leave yet. So this is something that I have to do for myself personally, because we haven't, there's a lot that we move this around, and Tony's sending me ideas, and then we're writing it. So there's one thing that came in. Now, personally, I have a struggle that's going on. All right. And this is a weight loss struggle. Okay. Again, I blame it on Michigan. I just want to be at the weight that I am, I want to be at the weight that I was when I came to Michigan a year ago. Michigan doesn't let me lose weight. So there's only one way. I talked about last week when, I broke my wrist somehow and I started to lose weight because I couldn't shovel food in my mouth. Now, what's another way to lose weight? And that is public accountability. If I put it out here publicly, what I weigh, which I'm going to do, Tony, you have to hold it to me that every week we're going to do a live weigh-in here. Not today, but what we're going to do next week is we're going to get a scale here and we're going to do a live weigh-in to hold me accountable, because the fall's coming, winter's coming. Like, I can't have an extra 10 pounds on me going into the fall. I mean, you might as well give me the diabetes now.
You got to do a little prevent defense. I feel you.
So what we're starting out with, and I had a graphic ready, but we're not going to put it up. Here's what we're starting at. I'll write it down, okay? Next week, all I have to do is beat this number, all right? We're at 201.
That's what you weigh?
201. Just wait it.
I wish.
201. This is where we want to be. This is the goal, okay? And then I can be fun again.
I haven't weighed 201 since I was like a junior in high school, dog.
We want to be 190. Okay. That's our goal. That's what,
right.
When I came to Michigan, I was 190. That's our goal. Next week, we're going to do a live weigh-in. Going to keep it honest.
And you're like really tall. You're like 6'8", right? Something like that. You're really tall.
6'3", 6'8". You're as tall as me. What do you mean 6 foot? You're just
like
as tall as me.
6'2", but you look like you're 6. You just look, because you're thinner.
No, it's Michigan. I need to be 190. Keep my heart healthy. Okay, then I can be fun.
I feel you.
Okay.
Well, I know you're setting a goal. What's your goal? Is to be 190 by when? You got to do a time, right, to make an official goal.
I don't want to be. I don't want to make this too aggressive. 2 months.
But yeah, okay. You got to set some kind of, because otherwise you're not going to hit it, right? If you got to make a goal, you got to make it the specific amount and the length of time, and then you can come up with your tactics, because it's all math and.
Yeah, so
regardless of weight goals, whatever it is.
I like to kick every weight loss journey off with, and maybe this is a problem with a tall Guinness. So cheers to 201. Here's to 190.
Hey, you know what? I love food. I love the drink, but like, it's easier for me to like eat salad all week, and then on the weekend I want to like celebrate it's the weekend and have some spirits, and I can get away with just drinking neat, so I don't need cocktails as much as that's part of the show. It's fun. I love to make cocktails for others. I just drink neat, and I don't think that's so bad, to be honest, but it's like,
I don't think it's bad.
Then I'm like, oh, kids, you want pizza? And I blame the kids. They got the snack. I wouldn't have snacks in the house, but the kids like snacks.
It's not like, it's not like you're pushing like a Bahama Mama or a hurricane down.
Yeah.
Or, a painkiller where in terms of calories, you're probably not looking, but when you put neat into your liver, it's like bringing, the K-pop demon hunters into your liver. So yeah, I mean, in terms of, it's like Huntrix. So there's a little cave that'll get us the boost. That'll get us the kids boost there with that. Just mention K-pop demon hunters and Huntrix, and then we'll get a little bump from that.
All right.
So next week we'll see you live weigh-in. This may be controversial, but it's fine. I blame Michigan, and I need to be back in my fighting weight before the fall starts, because once the stews and the soups and everything starts lining back up here, and then that's all I'm doing is scooping that chilies into my mouth, I'm going to need that 10. So We'll see you next week. Keep me honest. All right, Tone?
All right.
All right.
See you. Okay.
Maybe by the no, that's too quick. All right, so let's get to we'll get to listener questions and then we'll squeeze in our new segment. What's hot, what's not? What's hot, what's not? But let's do listener questions. So yeah, we had 3. We just had somebody ask us. I'll put it up here again. Did you get to read it or not?
I didn't. Please
All
put
right.
it up.
Here's my question. When you had the second live show, Tony said he fried sage, I believe, for a drink. How do you do that? Which oil and which temp? That's a great question.
Damn.
So
That's a really
yeah,
good
let me
question.
refresh. You had the was that the Peaches Be Crazy?
Peaches be crazy, yeah.
Peaches Be Crazy. And then you fried sage the drink. So give us,
Yeah.
how did you fry that sage? Give us the steps there.
Super simple. I took some neutral oil. So she asked what kind of like oil or fat or whatever you fried it. It really doesn't matter, to be honest. This is so simple. Don't overthink it. I think I had some like grapeseed oil or something neutral. I didn't use olive oil. There's no need for it. Because I didn't, it wasn't like the oil was part of the dish. It was just the fried sage. So I took some oil, heated up a little saucepan. I put the sage in there for maybe 30 seconds or something, maybe like 15, 20 seconds aside. I kind of turned it over, took it out, put it on some paper towel, and like that sat there. Like, honestly, I did that like a couple hours ahead. It doesn't matter because like you won't want to do it too far in advance, but like the amount of aroma that came off of that fried sage when I put it on that cocktail, and like somehow like the you know how like when you got a cold drink, you might see like a little bit of frost coming off it, kind of like steam off of tea or something or coffee. The cold cocktail was putting off its like little essence, and that that fried sage leaf, I swear to God, was so. I was over here going, like I knew it was a good cocktail, but like I was over here like damn, it's a good cocktail, like that, because the nose on that.
You're saying that
awesome.
that essence was
Yeah.
rolling up, and then it just was on the nose, and it.
I love a great same with like you're serving food. The garnish is active in the in the scene here. It's not just whatever. Have you ever been to a resort and like you're in like Mexico or whatever resort, and it's like, oh, this is the fine dining experience, and it's a resort and it's fine. Like sometimes they're legit. There's definitely levels to it. Some are better than others, but usually it's super generic. Like they make you the steak, and then they take like a rosemary sprig and they just stab the steak with it, and they put the rosemary sprig. And it's like it's there just for looks, like, and it's just the most generic garnish, and that's fine because it still looks good and you can smell it. But I would rather like, if you made me a steak with some sauce like a poivre or something like, and then you had some chopped parsley in there, you might have cooked herbs in the sauce, and then the fresh herbs that are on top are active in it, and they give you a different level of the cooked herbs with the fresh herbs and the texture there, and it gives us something. It's yes, it's a garnish that looks good, but it also enhances the dish. Same with cocktails. If you have like a freeze-dried citrus or something on a cocktail, it's going to give off a different sort of aroma. You're like, first, with every cocktail, you're seeing it first, so the visual is important, the nose is important, the vessel that it's in is important, and then obviously the most important is probably the taste of it, right? But like if you serve an amazing cocktail in a solo cup, I'm all about that. Depending on the atmosphere, it doesn't seem as special. But if you serve the same exact cocktail in a nice vessel with a nice garnish and it gives off an aroma, that one was it. So great question. I'll talk for hours on one stupid question, but it was a great question.
Yeah,
and
no.
that fried sage leaf was.
I started thinking about like
crazy.
I don't know if this makes any sense, but I started thinking about like when you make. I've seen people when they make smash burgers. This is kind of off, but I've never made smash burgers. But what they say is you put the bun on top of where the onion sort of goes, where you have the onion, the burger, and then you put the bun on top of that, and the onion almost penetrates the bun. And Excuse me. That's kind of what you get that
Awesome.
essence of that. Well, let's
Yeah.
get to good question.
Great question. Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to
So-
get to all three. Maybe we'll squeeze in one more question because I do want to get into. Maybe we'll move on because I do want to keep it under an hour, and I want to get so we
The
can
good
always
thing
run
we're doing this weekly now.
Yeah, because we can run these questions
Yeah.
for the next week. We have 3 other questions, but I do want to get to the 2 new segments because what's hot, what's not, we'll leave that for last. Let's go to Cooking Club. This is another new segment. I think we have maybe 15 segments at this point. We don't have to write anymore for this show. That's the beauty of it, is that we just go to the segment. Although I was trying to surprise you. I will be honest. I was trying to surprise you and catch you off guard with a smash or pass. Nothing was. I was going
Why
to
are you gonna
surprise,
tease me now?
but I couldn't. Nothing could top the last one we did, the 88. Like, I can't find anything. It's just sort of like, when you just sort of you come out with that one hit wonder. It's like you can never top
one
it.
with
And
the
I'm
pretzel?
scrolling through and I'm going through dishes and I'm going around the country and I'm trying to find it. Nothing topped it. So we're just going to let that one sit until it just comes to. I'm going to let a smash or pass come to me. But yeah, I was going to try to surprise you there. But we do have a new segment. It's called Cooking Club. It's called Cooking Club. So what we're going to do with Cooking Club is, this is more of a challenge for me to cook more. So this is, and hopefully you join the Cooking Club. So if you're watching this at home and you want to join the Cooking Club, we'd love you to share your Cooking Club experiences. Tony's going to assign us a dish for the week. This is how this goes. He's going to assign us a dish. We have to prepare that dish any way we want it. So if he says, I'll just do very, very general, poutine. Okay? You go poutine. How do you want to make? There's a million ways to make poutine. So he's going to assign us a dish. That's the Cooking Club dish of the week. Tony's going to make one. I'm going to make one. We're going to take pictures of it. We're going to, give it to the kids, see what happens. We're going to, oh my goodness. And then we're going to share it on socials. And then if you'd like to join along, post that, tag us on that, and maybe we'll share it on our account. Tony, give us the Cooking Club entree of the week.
All right. So straight up, I told
Take
Michael
it easy
this
on me at
earlier.
first, though. Like, remember, this is we're just starting out slow here. So,
this is why, like, you texted me like, "Hey, we're gonna have a new segment." This is legit how it went, everyone. And I love the idea, and I was like, I don't know how general or how specific he wants to be. So, Michael, like, now I feel like it is more specific. Like, it's something that's like, hey, it's a dish. Like, for example, like we talked about the omelet on the bear. That would be pretty specific, not just like make an omelet for your family, And I also got to think about, like, because you mentioned this is something that, like, it'd be like a weeknight thing. So it'd be something that we're not like, we're doing that our family is eating that night, right?
yeah. So not like
how
turducken,
specific?
like
Right. Well, I thought it was funny that you said poutine. Like, I would never make that for my family on a weeknight. It's just delicious. But like, like a
there's
Thursday.
one person watching,
Sorry.
and it's my wife, and I don't think she's watching anymore.
Oh,
So-
Jesus. We don't got V Putin.
V
from last
Putin hasn't
time?
showed up yet. No.
So
Let me check
specific,
again.
like a class, like some sort of like, another example would be like if I wanted to say make, I don't know, Kung Pao chicken. Like, that'd be pretty specific. Not like make me a Chinese dish. Like, make your favorite Chinese stir fry. It would be more general. How specific, or can it vary a bit?
I think it should be more general because then it will give us the opportunity to play jazz with it. So
Okay.
we'll bring our own
Okay.
We'll bring
right.
our own interpretations of it. So
Okay.
poutine's a
How
good
about-
example because, yeah, go ahead.
So I got that is a good example, because poutine, you're like you said, you can. It is specific, but you can.
You can poutine many ways.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna keep it easy. This is our first one. Weeknight pasta night. Meaning, weeknight pasta night. This does not mean you're cooking the Sunday gravy. You're not cooking. You're not making a bolognese. In other words, you're not making a ragu that takes a long time. This is a weeknight pasta night. So it's
I
something
like
that
it.
probably you're doing in under an hour. the entire thing. It's probably 45 minutes type of dish. Keep it simple. Love it. Weeknight pasta night.
It could be anything. Weeknight pasta night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not getting crazy. I'm not breaking out the cooking books. We're not just something.
No.
Now,
what would you make? It doesn't have to be a classic. It can be a classic if you want. You could make a classic if you want, but does not have to be. I think just and I think that's the essence of Italian pasta in general, besides when it's a Sunday dinner type of thing. Italian Americans want to make the gravy. That's Italian American. I love it. But like, that's a Sunday thing. This is a weeknight. So yeah, I like that. That's just
I already
what
got
it
the
is.
ideas are swirling because that
My
can
God,
go.
there's a million things you can do.
There's a million ways we
Jesus.
could do that. So
I know what
weeknight pasta night.
Leo's gonna have.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I tell you, if it's weeknight pasta night,
PLAIN, plain.
no, do not put a speck of pepper. Do not put a speck of pepper in that pasta. Was that a piece of cheese?
I love that.
Is there cheese in this? No, there's not cheese, Leo. I see cheese in. No, it's not cheese, Leo. So, okay, then he's
love
cool.
That. That's not me even going in on it. I love that because like he's a real.
He's coming around now. The dog's coming around. He's coming around.
My God.
He's. You see him loosening up a little bit on some things. What did he have today? I think it was like apple cinnamon toast, which is a big. That's a big one.
Dope. Yeah.
So Leo's expanding the palate, but I mean, realistically, I'll make this more. This is where this is tough. This is where the challenge is because Nat.
Yeah, you gotta make 15 different dishes to make your family happy.
Yeah,
right?
so we have the plane because Leo's. There's no chance whatever I make here, Leo's.
I feel you, dog. That's part of the dish.
Now here's the challenge. Nat's been going gluten free, so now I have to do weekend pasta night with gluten free pasta.
She's still listening.
I don't know. She just logged off after you called.
How about instead of going gluten free, how about just choose stuff that's like good wheat that doesn't make you feel like ass? That's good.
We'll see.
You logged off?
We'll see.
I love you, Nat. You don't want no corn pasta? You want no rice pasta?
I mean, I appreciate the like, but there's no gluten-free pasta. I think we had one tonight, actually. We had pasta night tonight.
Right.
And it just doesn't hit the bar. Like you can hit the best of them. It's just like, just has a graininess to it, but
it doesn't have the right bite. But at the same time, if you got it like a good dish, like it's still going to it's just not the same. It's just not the same as different. It's just that good wheat versus that GMO the stuff that we mass produced stuff. It makes you feel like crap. But like, to be honest, like the good wheat, it's different. But anyway, this wasn't hating segment. This is I love your new segment. Let's do it.
Okay,
so
that's
next week.
Next week, so we'll come in and then we'll maybe post some stuff in the next week. Well, it's sort of like show and tell. But like, okay, this is what we did. You send me sort of the videos that you did, and then it's good cooking
do
club.
This Monday. Like we probably got to do this for Monday since we're gonna have it on for Wednesday. We're gonna talk about it, right?
So Monday
or Tuesday.
It could be the weekend. It's any time during the week. We have a week to do.
It's a weeknight.
It has to be. It has to be on
No, I guess it's just that my specific dish is weeknight pasta night. Yes, you can make it on Sunday if you want. What I'm saying is we're not competing for a long. I'm gonna make the gravy. We're not doing that for this one. This
one's gonna be. Although you got to remember, 190. So that's what I have to keep in mind. So because I wrote down
keep your portion relative.
Steak Alfredo. That's what I started. Those are the notes I started writing down on weekend pasta night.
Yo, I heard this. This was legit. Like, because protein obviously is like better. It's better to have like if you're gonna have pasta, it's better to probably have it with some meat sauce type of situation rather than just pasta with tomato sauce. Because the way your body breaks that down and wants to break down the meat in your body's working in it rather than just a vegetarian pasta. But it's the portions, whatever. Don't ask me about portions. My mom served me the same amount that my dad had when I was like 7 years old, and that was like because I'm a growing boy. So, Jesus.
That's my I
Love
can't.
my mom. She's amazing. And I'm not even mad at
That's
her
why
for
I
that,
don't
but
partake as
that's the
much. I mean,
issue.
that's why I don't partake as much because it's out of control.
Dog.
I
can eat
brought
so
this up
much
before.
pasta.
There's no stopping it. If I partake in the luxuries that we have up here in the
Yeah.
state of Michigan, there's no stopping me. It's just
Facts.
you might as well. Anyway, so
Yeah,
all right, so that's Cooking Club, and then our last. So real quick, we're at a 101.
Sorry,
We're
dude.
there. No, we're there. We're at 101. So all we have is we're gonna do real quick. We're gonna do I forgot the name of it. What's hot? What's not? Tone. This is really quick. What's hot? What's
Yo.
not? So
If I'm
So-
thinking, I don't know for sure, but I think I know where you're going with what's hot, what's not.
well, you know what's So I think you know the what's hot, but you definitely don't know the what's not.
Okay.
That was my little
Yeah, I
ad,
have
and
no
this-
idea, but
I think you know the one, but you definitely don't know the other.
I like where your
Um,
mind goes when you heard something, you go ding 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 ding, and you you made its own catchphrase. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so this
That's
is
what's
what's
up.
hot, and you were actually the one that brought this. You brought this to my attention because I see this billboard, and then my wife, who's a we'll say Kalamazoo, Mattawa, Paw Paw, all the same thing.
Michigander.
Michigander. She was like, I used to get those burgers back in the day. Hot and Now is coming back. Nobody knows. I didn't know what this was until I started researching it. I even reached out to, and we're going to send this to him too. I reached out to the owner of Hot Now. My man buys the rights to Hot Now, which was Phil. If I'm wrong here, it was an old fast food chain. It went away. Somebody bought it. They're bringing it back. All right. Is that? Am I?
Yeah, 19 like a 1980s, 1990s fast food chain. I'm pretty sure we had one in Papa where I grew up. Yeah, and it was like, I mean, to be honest, like growing up, I won't go long on this, but growing up as a kid, like we didn't eat a bunch of fast food like my family. We ate at home, and like when I had fast food as a kid, I'd be like, man, that's good because it's a greasy, yummy, salted thing that like tastes so good in that moment, and you're like, oh yeah. But as I got older, I'm like, yeah, it's trash. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna offend people. Taco Bell is trash. Like that is like really, really low quality food. I have no idea if Hot Now is high, low, medium, but from when I was a kid, you just knew what you're getting. It was hot and it was now. It was like, it's kind of like the In-N-Out burger, but of the Midwest. We didn't have In-N-Out here. We had Hot and Now. They got In-N-Out in California. They got In-N-Out. We got Hot and Now.
But I tell you, they don't have, and I've never had one of these. But like, this is the menu,
Okay.
and this is what I
Okay.
like about it because it's simple. They don't mess around.
That's
here.
it?
Hamburger, cheeseburger. This is it. Hamburger, cheeseburger, and you look up the prices. The hamburger's like $2.60 something. Like
What?
the cheeseburger goes up to $4, I think, because of the cheese. Because cheese, I don't know, cheese is up.
Yeah.
But the olive burger, that's another one that you don't hear much about. We should do a whole
Yeah,
episode on the olive
fast
burger.
food- Oh, yo.
They hit you with
That's what
French
they're known
fries,
for.
cheesy taters, dessert. They do the apple turnover. I mean, do you need anything else? There's one in, I think it's Wayland. Is that correct? It's the Gun.
Yeah,
the Gun
that's
Lake
the
Casino.
that's why this was interesting, right? Like this. So, Mike, you'll probably have more of this, but like there were like hundreds of these Hot Nows, and then it just slowly close until there was only legit one remaining. So there are hundreds in not just Michigan, but like multiple states surrounding. There were the first one started in Kalamazoo, from what I understand. So where I'm at right now, and then Sturgis, Michigan, had the last one remaining for however many years until Homeboy decided, hey, we're gonna open one up in Wayland. And I don't want to take away what you're about to say. What's interesting about how they opened this one?
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know. I just know. Yeah, I don't.
one day. They brought in like the walls. Look this up. They brought in Hot Now, like here's the parts, like IKEA, and they built a Hot Now in one day in Wayland, Michigan.
Is it
The built,
drive-through
like,
only, or is it dine-in? Like, can you dine in, or is it drive?
It's funny. I don't know.
All right, let me rephrase.
Sorry,
Can
you go.
sit inside? Can you sit inside and eat?
I don't know. It looks like the shape, and I'm not dogging it. This is like legit. Like if they can build a restaurant, one day it's like Sim City. They just put they just put it in there. It looks like the shape of it. It looks like a Happy Meal, like I don't know, it's McDonald's, but the shape of the place is shaped like you folded it together origami style, and you got a burger joint. But the olive burger, cheesy taters. All right, you go.
Apples.
My bad. I'm excited.
No, I mean you're on it. The only note that I'll make is that we reached out. The media team here at Bruh reached out to Jeff. His name's Jeff Konzak, I think. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. We reached out to Jeff. We're waiting for a response. Jeff, we want you on, and we'll tag you and send this to you. We want you to talk about Hot. We'll get a couple Hot Nows up here. I'll drive down to the Gun Lake Casino. I'll go see my man Tone. I think we actually have one.
It's
up here
right by
in Grand
the
Rapids.
yeah. It's by that.
I think there's one in Grand Rapids. Actually, I don't have to drive all the way down there, but I'll go get a couple. But Jeff, come on, talk to the bros. We could answer a couple questions. But if you're slinging $2.69, $2.68 hamburgers, $4 cheeseburgers, I mean, I think that's a win everywhere. So that's hot. All right. Excuse me.
That is what's
now,
hot. I'm feeling you. Like
every
do you not think
hot,
that's amazing? They just open.
Yeah,
that
I mean, I don't.
like. I'm just saying
the
the logistics of construction, and then you're open. You just built that mother in a day.
That's probably what's
Jesus
smart
took
about it,
7 days to make the world, right? Isn't that what happened? Something
I don't
like
know.
that.
We
40
might have to
days, 40 nights. Wait, maybe I mixed up.
That's a movie.
Never mind. Just go. You go. What's not hot?
So what's not? Because if you have something that's hot, you don't know what's hot unless you feel cold, right? There's a little religion for you there, Tone. Well, how do you know what's hot unless you know what's cold? Okay, that's what you learn. So if hot now is hot, what's not? What's not? I'll tell you what's not. You know what this is?
What's that?
Farms, pumpkin farms when it's too hot. Now, I know this is hot and not, and it's cold, but so this is a pumpkin farm where you go pick out your pumpkin, you go have your apple cider donuts. Are you familiar with this experience? Or am I
love
off?
that experience, but what's going on?
I love that
there?
experience at 50 degrees.
Yeah.
I don't like that experience at 80 degrees. So that's what's not. A little warmer here in Michigan. We're in the mid 70s right now, right? I don't know what that is. I'm not going to get controversial. I'm not going to say why. But when we're going to the farm,
Fake news.
yeah, we're not going to go that route. But 75 degrees, no, I don't want to put a sweater on and have a hot cup of apple cider. I don't want a hot donut. So that's what's not right now. Now, come see me in November. I'll be all about that. I'm all in. Like, get me a some sort of IPA and whatever you're serving there, and we'll go pick out some pumpkins and we'll go through the corn maze. I don't like sweating in a corn maze at 90 degrees. I don't like running around corn at 90 degrees. So that's not. Any comments?
I gotta ask. Did you pick out your pumpkins yet?
Not yet. No, we haven't attempted. Like, we've gone. There's a couple places. They have been blown out. Like, and I just couldn't get into it. And I'm trying to tell Nat, like, I was like, I'm not feeling it. And I'm wondering, like, am I just being a grump? Am I being a Grinch about this? And I think it's the temperature. It was 75 degrees outside, and I think that's what it is. Like, I want to be almost chilled a little bit in this scenario. So that's what's not hot. So there's hot now. Jeff, we're looking at you. Come on the podcast, and not. 111. Anything else? I think we covered everything.
I mean, we have. That's what I was saying. We got to do this. We're doing this every week. We have so many segments that are just gonna like
We got
roll
we
over.
got 3 questions. If you wrote a question in, we'll get to you next week. Anything else that we should cover, Tim, before I close this out?
I can go all night, but yeah, I wanted to shout out one quick thing because you brought this up.
Go for
We
it.
went Monday night to get our pumpkins because we waited it out, and we were the same thing. I'm kind of thinking like it's gotta be colder, but at the same time, we gotta get we've got our decorations up. We want some pumpkins on our
Halloween's
porch.
coming.
We went to dude, I'm sure Grand Rapids and the surroundings got so many farms. You gotta just seek them out, dude. Like there's a ton around here, and like we always go to this one. We go to this one that's by Papa. It's 29th Street Farm, and they're they don't have animals and stuff. It's just produce. But they had the most beautiful cabbage, like these cabbage plants, and they were just gorgeous cabbage, but you could decorate with them. All the different pumpkins and gourds and stuff. And like where I'm saying, like we got these very sizable pumpkins, $4 to $6. Substantial size, beautiful pumpkins.
It's a good price.
All the different decorative gourds. Yeah. Awesome, dude. And like that's what I'm saying. It sucks when it's hot, dude. So we went Monday evening, and it was I wore shorts and a hoodie though. I had a hoodie on, so I felt kind of like I was, but it was still really nice. She's talking about we trying to bring up global warming.
No. I stay away from those topics. Okay.
I'll try to bring it back.
No, this is a non-political podcast. We do not go down that road. This is a very
Why does that have to be political? I'm with you. Why is global war? You're right.
Everything you can't. I mean,
Oh.
I'm gonna catch heat for the somehow they're gonna make farms. Pumpkin farms are gonna get political. Like they're gonna throw me, like you stupid whatever. They're gonna somehow I'm gonna catch heat for it. No, it's just we're not gonna go down that road. It's just that it's warmer in October. I'm in Michigan. I'm not in Virginia. It's warmer, and I'm just not in the mood to eat a warm donut and a hot cup of apple cider. And the thing is like you get silly with it too. And I did this just recently. We're going to the pumpkin farm. Oh, maybe I should put my sweater. I put a sweater on and jeans because my mind is like I'm going to a pumpkin farm. I don't look at the weather, 75, but I'm going to a pumpkin farm. Oh, better bundle up. And so I'm sweating, but I tell you what did hit right, because we went to one of them. We didn't get pumpkins. I think it was called Farmhouse, Haus here in Granville.
Oh,
shout out to Farmhouse.
That's like yep.
You heard of that?
When you spell it like that? No, just when you spell it like that, it's modern. Don't put it.
They had cider on tap. They had ice cold cider on tap, which I did enjoy in the 75-degree weather. So they kind of they've kind of it was a little bit of a soft landing. Played big Jenga.
Nice.
Had a big Jenga game.
Fun. That's always good.
Which I got to work on with Leo, my son. Here's another what's not, and then we'll close this thing out. When big Jenga falls, Leo runs off. Like, hold on a second. He goes, I got to go see mom. I go, what do you mean go see mom? We're playing big Jenga. If it falls and you knocked it over, we rebuild big Jenga. No, Leo runs away. Oh, got to go, Dad. Got to go see mom. And then I'm there rebuilding big Jenga. So that's also
this
not
generation, dude. Vinny and I, we play FIFA like on Nintendo on the Switch, and we finish up, and he throws the controllers to me like, "Oh, you put them on the charger. I gotta go to bed." Like he'll do that. That's the generation. Like, what is it? They privilege. I don't know. Is that political? All of it.
We went there. Yeah, it is.
I
You
shouldn't
can't
have
say
talked
that, Tom.
about stock the bar, political.
Yeah, you can't.
All of it.
You're,
Gosh,
yeah, we're gonna
man.
get flagged. You're gonna get us flagged, and we're gonna get kicked off YouTube. Great show. Let's wrap it up. Bruhpodcast.com, BRUHpodcast.com. Thank you to our sponsor, Samson's, Samson'sHairCare.com. Go down and see the boys. Order online. Keeps you tight. Keeps you right. International Food,
Yeah.
Beer, Wine, and Food show in Grand Rapids. The bras are going to be there. So get your tickets or subscribe. Come see us. Come
Yes.
ask a question. Tony and I are trying
Can't
to get on the
wait.
main stage there. We're trying to push our way into the main stage there. I don't know. We're going to do some sort of little show up there. We got a little something, but I don't think they're going to. I'm surprised. Like I said, I'm surprised they're even letting
Tassels.
us in. Yeah, we'll do some sort of tassel show. We have a
Some
tassel
sort of
show
show.
that we've been working. We only have 30 plus days to work on our tassel swings.
Gosh.
Remember, 3 left, 3 right. That's 3 left, 3 right. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Subscribe, like, follow, tell one friend. That's what I wanted to say. Tell one friend. Also, we have, if you go to our website, if you go to our link tree or our link fire on our socials, we are going to start coming out with virtual cooking class. This is one thing that we've been talking about. We're putting some packages together. We're actually going to be giving a package away at the International Beer, Wine, and Food Festival. So sign up if you want to get that information, because the bras are going to be offering virtual cooking classes, which means you can bring us we can virtually come into your kitchen. You get this in your kitchen. So what do you think about that? You get a private show, and the tassel show is included. So, but that's it. Tone, any last words there before we wrap this puppy up? We're at 119. I think we did
so
good.
many, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because like it'll go on.
Save
forever.
it for next week. This isn't a 3-week
Yeah.
deal anymore. The bras are every week. So, all right, everybody out there, thank you for listening. Tone, we will see you. We'll talk to you. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next time.
We got the flavors that make you